Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're going to be looking at the House of M Iron Man. I did the House of M Hulk the other day, and I said I didn't have any other House of M figures, and then I thought about it and I realized I had this one, and since Iron Man 3 is coming out soon, I figured it was time to review this guy. And it's actually a really cool figure. There's so much going on with this guy, it's pretty awesome. He comes with a base, just like the Hulk one. It's got two pegs in it, and the base is, or the colored part is actually a sticker, so that won't scratch too easily. Decent sized base. It's about 4.5 inches, I think. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, I'm sorry, 3.5. I don't know how I got the wrong number in my head. Almost 4. Depends how you measure it, if you're going on the inside or the outside. Either way, comes with a base, and he comes with all this gigantic doohickey back here, which is pretty cool. Especially since it's just a 6-inch figure, you don't expect to get all this junk to come with it, Hasbro. But this is actually pretty cool, and I like it, even though it's a lot of hollow plastic. I don't know if you can hear that. It's cheap, but it's still something that you wouldn't normally get, so I'm okay with it. So Iron Man himself stands just shy of 7 inches tall, and then with his Jetpack thing on, that's about 7.5 to the top right there. And it's about 6 inches across, and it's pretty deep as well, so that's pretty cool. He's got this gigantic gun that snaps into his hand there, and it's got a belt for the ammo, I guess, for the gun. I don't know if this part's supposed to come out. I'm pretty sure the guy I bought this from just tore that out, but you can just glue that back in if yours is out, no big deal. But that's really cool. It's nicely detailed. It's a soft material, so it won't get in the way of posing, and it just looks really cool along with the big gun. So this comes off of his back, of course, because you don't always want to have a gigantic thruster pack on his back. And you can pop this off of his arm. It just has a little peg in there that holds it in place. It's pretty cool. It's all this one metallic blue with a black wash, but it's a nice looking gun, and like I said, that's cool too. We'll look at the Jetpack thing real quick. It's a little beat up, I know, but I got a good deal on it, so I figured what the heck. So there's really nothing to this. I mean, it doesn't do anything. These do come apart. I assume that was simply for packaging and molding purposes, but there's really nothing to look at here other than it's red with a black outline, kind of like the Hulkbuster Iron Man, then it has that same blue as the gun, and then the same yellow as Iron Man himself. So we'll set that aside, and we will look at Iron Man. First thing to note is he has these butt wings. I'm not really sure whoever designed this. I'm not sure why they gave him wings on his butt, little tiny wings. Yeah, I don't get that at all. I think it looks pretty goofy, especially without the Jetpack. But even with the Jetpack, I don't think you need wings on your butt like that. But he does have them, and they are articulated, as you can see, with these little red cover things also. Okay, so the head is on a ball peg. The neck itself has a swivel in there, so the neck can swivel. And then the head, if you can get the ball or the neck to stay in place, you can rotate the head all around, which is pretty cool. You don't get a lot of ball pegs of this variety with the Marvel Legends, so that's kind of cool. Plenty of posability there. Not able to look up too much there, but it can look down pretty well. And since he'll be in the air, since he has butt wings, that's probably okay. The sculpt on the head is really cool. In fact, the sculpt on the entire figure is pretty cool. It's pretty much, at least as far as I know, and I know I've said this a few times now and people have corrected me, but no other figure has used this mold of any part of it. I don't think. Maybe the hands, but I don't even think that. So that's pretty cool. I like to have unique figures, and there's just tons of sculpt work in there. The paintwork could be a little bit better. Some of the lines, as you can see, like on the bridge of the nose area, they don't line up quite right. It's not perfect, but it's not bad by any means. So that's okay by me. Lots of cool sculpt work throughout. Just lots of unique stuff. As far as articulation goes for the rest of the figure, we have some kind of joint in the shoulder. Does that fling out or something? I don't know. It looks like there's a joint in there. Okay, it's just the butterfly joint. It's a well-hidden, poorly executed butterfly joint, so there's what that is. Then you just have a standard ball hinge for the shoulder with a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, a wrist swivel, and for the hand, what do we have in the hand? Just the fingers. The fingers are individually articulated. Mine are stuck together, but they are separate pieces. Hopefully you can see that they are. I'll separate them like that. Hopefully it'll let me. I don't know, they must be stuck down at the peg, but they are individually articulated, and it's the same on both sides. So that's pretty cool. He has an ab crunch, which is pretty well hidden, and it works pretty well to look down, not so much to look back. I'm assuming that's because of the backpack being on there anyway. You wouldn't have much ability to look backwards. He has a waist twist, T-jointed ball hinge hips, a thigh swivel, some more really cool sculpt work in there, double jointed knee with some nice cool knee pads, a shin swivel, an ankle pivot, which is cool because the way they have the armor tucking in, you still get pretty much full use out of the ankle. I guess it could go up higher, but that's pretty cool still. It has an ankle rocker, just a little bit, but it is there, and a toe pivot. So pretty good batch of articulation, I'd say. It could be a little better in some areas, but it's definitely not bad by any means. And I think for the most part, people that buy this guy are going to be buying him as more of a set piece rather than a figure that you're going to be doing a lot of posing with, just because of this gigantic, whatever you call it, backpack, jetpack, thruster pack, I don't know, but it's gigantic and cool, and he's got the cool gun, which I need to glue, but still, it's a really cool figure. I do recommend it. If you can pick it up without the box set, then you'll be even better off, because I don't really like the Thing or Human Torch too much, but that's completely up to you. This is still a cool figure, so I think you should go check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, more custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.